All right, let's see what we got here. This is lightning, so it's a lot better. Okay. All right, I'm the father of the capital system, and what I want to talk about today, or this moment in time, is the fact that you don't have to pay for your college no more with my system. What's a possibility? Because if I go here, my computer, which you'll see, I got like limited features involved here, but you can see me doing it. I'm doing is that since it's business portion, if you watch the last video, you get a business portion and a personal portion, which comes from your employer. Business portion for every hour worked, which I invest in the bank of your choice, or a decision made between you and your employer for every hour that's worked by the time you start work. And when you invest in this money, it goes into a fund for these bonds and commodities that you're investing in. Now, when you invest in these bonds and commodities, you split three ways, have 33% charge, and you can get that money by the time you turn 40 as this portion of interest rate. And let's see, let's scroll down here. Let's see, college. Hang on, I wrote this before. I didn't check this out yesterday. So when I was doing a split screen, I noticed how YouTube is still films, but that's a little different here. A lot of information here. All right, that's what it says. I know a lot of people have college debt, and I promise you that there will be every opportunity to pay off your college debt in the capitalist system as a range of negotiations with the system that I created that teaches value and the value of money involved. At 48, the personal portion could be used to pay for your college fund. You know, you can always do that way too. And from your business portion, the interest rate at 48 from the system could be paid back your college debt. And the 401k that's tied in there, you get 62. And with the 401k, you have to make it at 62. But this doesn't affect normal 401ks, which is at 59 and a half. But but bad to have. All right, no, the normal 401k is at 59 and a half. Bad to have because to have because of the investment. It's the same. It's not bad. Is what I meant to say. It's, I have to add this later on too. Not bad to have because of the investment are the same, but done, but work differently in some of the procedures. And you have to make it to 62 to receive income because it's 25% of Social Security check. That's not falling right there. And it's backed up by the news portion, which goes to paper Social Security right here next to that. It's a different story. So, all right. This will leave the overflow, and you should be used to pay for your college, and you learn from college debt, and you may learn about on part 8 the capital system, from the 401k system, what I'm talking about, which is part 8, and you can use your personal portion, the business portion, the government sector, and to pay for your college debt. You borrow against your personal portion in the private sector, your personal portion and business portion in the government sector, which is a different category of things. You may learn how on part 5 the capital system is can be used to pay back your debt. Part 5 is pretty much a hub. Let's say you borrow against the rules applied. You have like $20,000 your personal portion in your you want to borrow against your age of 48. You can't do anything until after 48. You know, and it's free will. Go do what you want. You know, and basically before the age of 48, you know, you take out that fund. There's no supply, but it's transferred over to a CD and bond. And the function of a CD and bond is to create interest. And the same interest rate is 2% for a CD. So you match the interest rate of the 2%, which makes it 4%, which makes CDs and bonds higher yielding to the money that's paid into the system. Which which beforehand, before they when you get your 19, what happens is, say you're like walking down, you know, what, $20,000. You got money available, and you're probably gonna sit. Well, let's say there's a insurance plan on top of that. You know, like if you're disabled or whatever, you pay for SSI disability. So that's 4% of the federal adjustment interest rates that we have. And basically, you know, it's 4%. That's $19,200. Your bonus gets cut off the top, goes into the insurance plan. They cut you a check, and once you pay it off, guess what? You get your $19,200 back. You made your season bonds on you. Now, there's other things in play with that too. It's always with capitals. So it's monopoly ideas. So anyways. Let's see, anyways, the college that after age of 48 to 62, different means and pay. It's created in safety nets in a fair, reasonable way to pay your bills in the capital system. Now, the only reason why I did this is because I was looking at some T-shirt and some lady was like wearing a banner. She was like, I paid like $226,000 to become a Greek mythology major. Oh my goodness, man. This was kind of a facet thing to me here. Yeah, I never went to college, but I was a CNC programmer. I kind of made on my way. But, I went different roads. I went more technical road. So, yeah, there's plenty of good stuff here. Now, you can always view my publisher author page on Facebook. You get all this information that I'm doing right here. This will tell you more better or more improved what I might be able to. No, I'm not used to that too much. But we'll get there. I will. And basically, so all this stuff will pay off financial debt one day and transfer funds to the secure debt system. And I couldn't explain what I just said before because what I just said is all about secure debt. This whole thing is a secure debt system that we pay in for. It gets paid into, and it's paid to get done for every college fund that you have. And if you don't, everything's all happy.